Hello, it's Common. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Luigi Mangione. Now, I'm not condoning what he did. Murder is murder. But I feel that he can be the George Floyd, the Rodney King of Gen Z. You say, why do you say that? Black people have been getting abused by the police for the longest time. Growing up myself, I used to get harassed by police all the time. And what Rodney King in the video showed how brutal they can be. And Rodney King was driving his little Hyundai, and they said he was going 120 miles an hour or so. Don't hold me to this, story's old, but that car couldn't go faster than 80. And if you watch the video, they beat the shit out of Rodney King. George Floyd, watch the videos. No excuse for what Derek Chauvin did to him. Now, I'm not saying these people are good in any light. I'm not saying George Floyd was the best man. I'm not saying Rodney King was the best man. I'm not saying Luigi is the best man. But they brought light to situations. Rodney King, police brutality. George Floyd, police brutality. Luigi, an injustice in the medical system. These people are making millions and billions of dollars off the back of people, and the FDA allows them to poison us, which I'm going to do a video on. And we eat all kinds of garbage food that produces cancer, diabetes. It's known. If you don't believe me, Google it. Look at banned foods from the U.S. that you can't get anyplace else because they put chemicals in these foods that promote disease. And Luigi brought light. Like I said, I'm not saying what he did was right, but he's bringing light to the healthcare system, how it's unfair for the average American. How do you get billions of dollars off of sick people? Is that really a good way to make money? Now, me personally, I don't believe in privatized businesses having anything to do with energy, food, because people are corrupt. I hate to say it. They see dollar signs. Those people that have the best of hearts. I'm going to go in. I'm going to make a difference. I hate to tell you this. Most of the time, damn near 100% of the time, they don't stay that way. There's just too many outside influences. We'll give you a $10 million bonus this year. We'll pay for your family to go to France or whatever it might be. But there's too many outside sources, like our politicians. Our Supreme Court justices. These people get all kinds of goodies for jobs, when you think about it, that don't pay that much. If you're a congressman, you make $175,000 a year. Now, don't get me wrong. That's more than the average person makes. But for the job that they do and the influence that they have, it's really not a lot of money. And you have these people in these healthcare industries that, they'd have deals. And I'll give you an example. My brother at one time had no health insurance. He had to have an operation. That operation cost $10,000. He had no insurance. So he talked to the hospital after they did the procedure, and he said, I can't afford this. I don't have any insurance. So he said, I do have some money. And what can you do for me? And what they did was that $10,000 surgery that they were going to charge him for, thinking he had insurance, they knocked it down to $2,500. That's all he owed them. And then Luigi himself, like I said, I'm not saying what he did was right, but he might bring light to this. And people in this country don't get motivated until they get pissed off. And once they see what truly happens, then they want to speak up. And with Luigi, and everybody's eyesight, he's all over the news. People are talking about healthcare now and how these CEOs are getting rich, how these companies are getting rich, and they're saying, fuck the average American, die. Live with that illness that you have. We can help you out. But they don't. There's like Highmark Blue Shield, and I know this to be a fact. They are a non-profit company. But if you call them and ask them for help financially because you can't afford your medication, because they are a non-profit, they are supposed to help you. That's why they get these tax breaks. Well, they pay no taxes. Why, this is another $100 million, $1 billion company. But try to call them and ask them for help and see what happens. See what kind of hoops you have to jump through when they get all these tax breaks from the government, and yet they don't want to help anybody out. They're basically a for-profit company that hides behind a non-profit. And Luigi, my man, if you're watching this video, which I doubt, you could do some good with the Gen Zs. Because Gen Z, I hope you're fighters. You want to come out. You want to do something good for our society. Stand up. Look at these companies that rip you off through your premiums. Don't want to pay. They want to cut services. And they say, fuck the average person. And on that note, learn more so you can do better.